Joshua says, hi Masters, hope you're well. I'm always well, brother. On top of the morning, 24/7, 365. Thank you for asking. What would you do with 120k as a 21-year-old right now? First up, mate, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion, right? Even though I am accredited to give financial advice. I don't really have any background or any context. I don't know if you need this capital to create a passive income for yourself. I don't know what your needs are, what your risk appetite is. But what I can tell you is if I look back at myself when I was 21 years old, I would focus on the following three things. Number one, I would invest in knowledge and culture. I would make sure that I go and network with people that know what I don't know and that see the world and operate in it in a different way. Because the top 1% in the world, they know things that other people don't know and they do things in a different way, right? If you want to be part of that 1% one day, it's a good idea for you to go and mingle with those people, gather knowledge from them and go and implement it in your life. I would not save any money on this because this is probably the one thing that can create the life of your dreams. Anything you want is possible when you have knowledge and when you go and develop a culture. Of course, you need to apply that knowledge, right? Number two, I would make my money work for me. Assuming you don't need an income, I would go and invest that money, make sure that I generate decent returns. There's a whole suite of alternative options out there that won't just give you a 7 or 8% per annum, but I would look at whatever I can do to make that money work for me, right? I want to take low risk there, but I do want to get higher than average returns. By the way, a side note, if you do draw an income from investments, make sure that there is a 6 or a 7% that builds up in that investment so that your capital, the income that you are pulling, that keeps pace with inflation. Third thing I would do at 21 years old is I'd go and start a sideline hustle. Don't take this money and blow it on the side hustle because the first couple of businesses unfortunately tend to fail. But it's not failure, it's feedback. That's how you get ahead in life, right? You figure out a whole bunch of ways that don't work until you stumble upon the one that does. You do not need money to start a sideline hustle or to start a business, right? You need somebody to buy something from you. You need problems. Every single problem out there is an opportunity. It's a possible solution waiting to be created. And you can go and do that. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do in today's day and age. I mean, you can head on over to YouTube, go and watch a couple of courses, develop a skill, and people will pay you money for your services. I say start a sideline hustle because a job will not create the life that you want. A degree is not necessarily going to create the life that you want. The government is not going to change this country. Entrepreneurship will give you everything you want. Entrepreneurship would add value to this country, to your people, to your community, and your family. You do not have a choice. If you want to be extraordinary, you need to be an entrepreneur. Needless to say, the right place to dive into all of this, as you can imagine, is the 4am Club. Hope this was valuable. Be blessed.